Well, hundreds of thousands of kids in our area are back in school this week, packing our public schools. But more and more parents are choosing something else for their children. And during this first official week of school, they're starting to homeschool. For many parents, homeschooling is actually happening outside of the home in the expanding world of microschools.
Mom is going to open. I'm like, soon. Soon.
Last year at this time, Charlene Kalot was surrounded by 3,000 kids as an administrator at Boca Raton High School.
I want to play cats.
Now she's ready to welcome in about a dozen at her own micro school.
But when you're in my classroom, you will do your best.
But how hard is it to get something like this off the ground?
I'm not going to lie, it is not easy.
Faith Builders Christian Academy is nestled in between an Italian restaurant and a deli on Lake Worth Road. Micro school is a nickname for schools like this. Charlene prefers the term education center. Kids that go to Faith Builders Christian Academy are homeschooled students, but their parents pay a tuition and allow their kids to go to Charlene's center as many days a week as they want.
I partner with the families where public schools and private schools, they tend to be more responsible for the students' education, making sure that they have the attendance, the academics, testing, and so forth. But here, parents are still in control of their children's education.
And parental control and choice is what these micro schools are all about. Just around the corner is a Beacon of Hope Academy.
And this is our main classroom. It's a one schoolhouse kind of style.
Like Charlene, Cassandra Orozco decided to open up her own learning center. Orozco has taught in private schools and saw a need in the Green Acres community to give opportunities for kids with special needs a Christian education.
There's a big need. My offering is very unique because you get the Christian education and the special education all in one, which normally isn't seen. It's either special ed in public or private school or Christian education.
And there are all sorts of other micro schools that offer homeschool parents a specialized option for kids. Just a quick visit to the Facebook page Homeschool Happenings in Palm Beach include posts about a micro school for young kids to learn about medicine on the Treasure Coast, another academy giving woodshop classes to kids as young as kindergarten, and numerous other sports, music, and arts programs. Parents can pay for many of these using school voucher funds, unlike a private school where the school directly gets the $8,000 or so from the state. Parents that homeschool get the money sent directly to them, and then they can use those funds to help pay for these programs.
Step Up opens doors. It allows families to find another option, to know that it's not just public and private school.
The Step Up funding is a godsend. It's a blessing for a lot of families who are looking for the alternative route, who just do not have all the funds.
And this is personal for Charlene. She grew up with Haitian parents, and English was not spoken at home. She felt public school teachers did not have the time to give her the attention she needed.
So I had to figure out how to, teach myself how to read.
Now she's taking in those kids herself and giving them more one-on-one attention in hopes they don't fall through the cracks.
I'm not against public schools, and there's some families it works for them. I went through the public school system, I did just fine. But with these other options, I do see a shift happening, and a lot more families are going to be more aware of what's happening. It's going to happen, and eventually public schools might start getting affected with the low enrollments.
So both Cassandra and Charlene say the school vouchers are certainly a big reason why they'd be able to open these micro schools. But they say another big reason is the pandemic. A lot of parents didn't like exactly what was going on when they saw what their kids were learning, so they decided, I'd rather homeschool. And then they said, oh, homeschool is a lot. So they said, we need help to homeschool. And so now they turn to places like these micro schools, and that's what they provide.
Now, the school vouchers are typically being funded with taxpayer money. Are there any restrictions on how they can be used?
Well, there are some, but not as much as you might think,
right.
When it comes to homeschooling. Cassandra and Charlene have those learning centers. Students are allowed to go about 2 to 5 times a week, and they're set up to mostly help parents with some of that essential learning. But, there are other programs like
horseback riding lessons and jiu-jitsu classes, when they're offered to homeschool students, they can be covered by our tax dollars through these school vouchers. So I've got more on that right now on my Facebook page. I want to hear from you. Are you sending your kid to one of these homeschool programs or these micro schools? Do you have advice for other parents that are watching on the best way to do this? You can reach out to me on my Facebook page at Lincoln CBS 12.